Hello, Terry here, and we are back with Monster Inside. So last time we were just checking the tutorial and see a little bit of the opening of the game, and that's all, I guess. This time, well, I'm going to try to play the real game, because it's kind of long. The tutorial and the introduction is. So enough talk. Let's just continue playing the game, shall we? So on this evening, you decide to. I guess we have to scout for information. We need some intel first, like we need to know our foe. As prep for the dialogue, I usually search for information regarding the interlocutor, who in this case will be Fernway. It's always better to stay one step ahead of your opponent, indeed it is, and that means knowing more about them than they know about you. Okay, there isn't much time until the dialogue starts, so I should choose carefully where I go get my information. Okay, there's Globin near the Maldivian rivers who's obsessed with studying great terrors, or there is Gunnar Kichi knows that runs a bar. Oh, a Gunnar. Okay, I thought it was Gunnar Kichi. Okay then. And I'm guessing he hears a bunch of things from different folk. Interesting. Huh. I think we should definitely check out on the person who knows a lot about, great terror instead of random gossips. Better to trust the expert with this one. Yeah. Let's go then. A track later, I'm at the Maldivian River. Oh, I thought this was a path. So this is not a path but a river. Okay then. Normally it's a dangerous place where predators tear apart their prey, like yesterday. But because of the time there's not much of a need to be cautious. I think. I met up with Globin. We've done an exchange like this before, but not enough times where she is supposed to expect me. Under the guise of wanting to study great terrors, she reveals to me a few things of Fernway. Okay. I learned that the chasm is for those who have lost their way. Lost. Interesting. The chasm itself is home to something. Hobin Globin doesn't know. Okay then. That reduces you to nothing. Oh. Okay, that sounds bad. Once your soul has been extracted by the chasm, Fernweh used this to nurture the chasm and let it grow. Any remaining debris looks like fractured, glass-like shapes floating astray. Okay. Good talk. Good talk. Your preparation time for the dialogue is up. Now, the silver tongue will attempt to win the favor of the interlocutor. Fernweh of the Lost. Oh yeah, our first battle, you could say. Let's do this. Oh, we're going down. Almost instantaneously, I felt my body collapse into the floor. And soon after, I was dragged to the center or the core of this plane. In that moment, I wasn't falling down, but instead I was flying down. Okay. As the second passed, my home seemed more of a memory. And then a stranger. Everything was spinning in motion, yet I felt strangely unfazed. I knew what to expect from great cosmic terrors. The fall felt never-ending, the impact was going to be severe. But I never really hit the ground. A few minutes passed as he tried to recuperate from the fall. Oh, yeah, more eyes. Good. It takes me a few seconds before I could fully comprehend what just happened. The humidity is almost suffocating, and if you look long enough, the glass shards and wall looks back at you. The air, frigid and moist, should give a clear sensation. Yet my body feels weak and light, almost as if I don't exist. Ah, there it is, Fernway. I see Fernway form itself around me. Oh. turned waste like a fog. It wasn't like a figure coming closer from the distance. It's more as if they were already here, ooh, waiting for me, and choose to reveal themselves now. Oh. Oh. I didn't expect those eyes. Their figure staggers above mine, yet their ethereal form and lifeless eyeballs make them seem less threatening. I'm not sure about that. It makes me really uncomfortable. Nice. Greetings, Silver Tongue. I was told that you have come into my chasm. My greetings. Oh, at this phase of the dialogue, this is where you make your first impression, and where you dictate the tone of the conversation. Who told you I was coming? Are you Fernway? How did you know? Yeah, let's not question how did the Great Terror knows. Let's ask who. I suppose it must have been myself. Ah, interesting. Yourself? It couldn't have been you or anyone else, right? Was that a question? Do you want an answer? They just keep giving me questions, almost as if they are retaliating. Okay. Okay, it seems this Fernweh monster likes to be a little bit puzzling. I could push forward or take a step back. Anyway, I wanted to ask what brought you here. Does that even matter? It doesn't. Well, no. What matters is that I'm here talking to you, you're talking to me. I see. Yeah. It's what we have in the current moment. Yup. Yep, it's what we are having right now. It seems you like those kind of stuff, so I'm trying to go into that direction. You know, being confusing and focusing on the moment. Sometimes I feel as if I'm so lost that I don't know what's happening now. Are you bending your body? Oh, that's adorable. Well, you can hear my voice. I appear to hear your voice. Uh-huh. Yeah. Fernweh love is a lot deeper than their normal voice. It's a quiet boom that washes over you. Aren't you a strange thing? This little thing that has come down here, fallen from the heavens. What is this guy talking about? Yeah, just having an existential crisis, this one. I'm not some kind of fallen angel. And poetic. Kinda reminds me of Amazo from Justice League Animated. You should watch that show, it's amazing. I don't think we should have this debate now. Okay. Silence. Based on their general ambivalence and disinterest in me, yeah, that's how it said. It doesn't look like charisma is going to help a lot. Okay then. So it's definitely, intelligence, I think. Now I've been thinking of a lot of things. Yes? I've been thinking a lot about what there is and what there isn't. Huh. Define what there is and what there isn't. Oh, okay, you're opening your eyes. What I mean to say is that in this moment, my epistemological status is being questioned, as well as my metaphysical one. What lot of nonsense was that? I don't know. I need to be on the same wavelength as them so I can get through. Yes. questioning can be good. Yeah, you wouldn't get it. Yep, you don't know who I am, so you can make assumptions about what I will or will not get. I suppose that is true. But sometimes I doubt you're even here. Sometimes I think conversations are useless. But sometimes I think they are concrete and undeniable. I may not be their therapist, but them opening up can only mean good things for me. Yeah. Yeah, we did it. That's nice. But this is all irrelevant talk. Yup. I don't think it's appropriate for me to discuss this thing with you. What I need is an answer relating to why you are here. Well, I told you that. Not how you got here or what you want to speak with me about. Okay. As in, why are you here? I'm sorry? Only those who have fallen astray land in the chasm. I know that you try to enter against the wishes of this place, which seems incredibly bizarre because I haven't seen such an entry in a while. You're either here because you deserve to be, or you have a purpose. Or, or you have breached an access point which should be illegal, okay? Yeah, that seems more rational. I need to think fast and know what they are talking about. People come to the chasm if they are lost. So that means I was probably caught here because I was lost too. Think. I lost my sense of purpose. I've lost touch with reality itself. I've lost any reason to care. Let's see, in this strange dimension of reality, I guess with this kind of thing, I'll go with this one. I sometimes doubt that even if I'm living or exist. Yep. Ah, so you are lost too. Who is the rest of us? Why the other souls, of course? I call them to the sacred place so they can be forgotten. But why would anyone want to be forgotten? It's not that they don't want to be forgotten. Simply put, they don't want anything. Do you? Ah, we're getting to somewhere here. In fact, I think this could be quite a good sign. No one has lasted as long as you. I thought you would be gone by now. How quaint. Oh, they make several soft giggling noise, okay. A sincerity in their smile, they've been craving for company for some time. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, we can use this. We can greatly use this. It's a bit eerie and unsettling, yep. We can use this to trade, our companion with the soul siphoning. But in your last, final moments, I will tell you this, that everything you will say will be irrelevant. You will dissemble and lose yourself to the chasm like everyone else. No matter how hard you try, little silver tongue, you will be in the place where you are meant to be. Okay. I was told that I was meant to die far too many times to take this talk seriously. Even though this discussion has me at the center, I need to focus back to Fernway. I can either let myself continue to be the center and through this, reveal what Fernway has to offer, or I can completely shift the focus of the conversation away from me. And where is that? Fernway begins to turn inward. Oh, you have hand. Oh, hand. Nice hand. Within the chasm, forever, and Who decided that? Oh, this one. This one struck hard. Okay. It doesn't matter what I believe. It is only the way things are. Your idea on the way things are is not infallible. If you're a figment of my imagination, I couldn't possibly understand why you contradict me. Sorry. What? Something that cannot exist, a figment of their imagination, something in their mind? Are you kidding me? Eh. How on earth am I supposed to win foreign favor if they think I'm fake? No, it's okay. We're going into a good direction here. But I don't exist. You can try to convince Burnway you exist, yes. But you'll need a strong case and you need them to trust you. Or you can break down their walls, find a weakness. But you'll need a strong conviction. So, how come I'm talking to you? Why, it's simple. There's either two possibilities. Let's see. Oh, okay. There's no eyes. How am I supposed to? They're telling the truth. Okay then. One, my monad is being supplied with nutrients inside a machine meant to simulate reality. Oh, okay. Which includes you to be part of the reality. But I'm nothing more than just a bunch of nuts and bolts meant to resemble a person. Burnway nods their head. Or two, there is some malevolent demon who attempts to deceive me in believing in a non-existent world. He conjures up location, people and such with his incomprehensible powers solely for deceit. Wow, talk about being self-centered. Or being a solipsist. Must take an awful lot of brain power to be this self-deluded. So I'm either working for a deal or I'm an artificial simulation. I wish I could say, oh, I didn't mean to insult you. Of course I don't think that. But I honestly don't care. Interesting. Guess I have to find some way to convince them to care about the siphon. Or maybe I could use this to my advantage. But first, if this is the place I'm meant to be in, then I should get to know it. Burnway, could I ask you as how the chasm works? You're opening your eyes? It isn't complicated. You already know that lost souls come to this place, often when they doubt their reality, doubt their purpose, or doubt even existing. That's when I take over. The chasm does the work itself of converting the lost souls into energy. Should we ask about the converting? Nah. And it lets the chasm continues to drive off of the nutrients of lost soul. So, if nobody were lost, will the chasm cease to exist? Foolish bile. Nobody is free from me or free from the chasm. Everyone will come here because there isn't a single being that's sure of themselves. Yes. Well, I like to think that I'm holding myself pretty well together. You'll be surprised as how weak and fallible you are once staring into the gaping maw. And the maw is the opening pores where the chasm breathes and consumes. This place is starting to sound more like an actual person versus a static location. But if you aren't here, then what would happen? People would still come to the chasm. They would just have to find a way themselves. Almost everyone goes through me first before I see them here. Okay? Except for you. I didn't anticipate that you would be here. Which is quite strange. But you be taken care of in a much more interesting way. I don't like the sound of that. Because if your heart lost and somehow got in, that means that the chasm called you, not me. Oh. And why? Why the lower you go down the chasm and closer into the earth, the more lost you are. There are different layers to this place. First is for those with simple doubts. They may not even disappear and simply wander back. The second are those who fully acknowledge that they can know anything. Nope, I shouldn't have skipped that. And the third are those who undergo a classic existential nihilism. Let's hit this cosmic horror with more modern nihilism. The fourth are for those who are truly invincible, no purpose, direction. The fifth are for those who think that reality itself is a complete farce. And sixth are for those who doubt that they even exist themselves. Like you. Oh. That's an award-winning smile. Incredible, no? That sure is something. You seem to be an inquisitive creature. That seems to amuse them. The questioning will now begin. Okay. Use the keyword you have so far to ask Fernway about them. Okay. To do this, simply type in the keyword you want to ask about. Or perhaps you can ask about non-keywords too. Be warned, because once you have asked a question about a keyword, that's it. You cannot go back to it. Do you have anything else left to ask? Oh, this is interesting. How should we do this? What should we ask Fernway? Oh, we have a journal. Yeah. That's helpful. Yeah, this is not helpful. Chasm lost and soul. What could we ask Fernway? What is real? Oh wait, keyword, not a question. Oh, you don't understand, okay then. Lost. What do you mean by lost? You say that there's always a time for everyone to come to the chasm. I did say that. But are you? I know. But you said earlier how you think that I'm a figment of your imagination, and how that everyone in the chasm is lost. Someone that doesn't exist. Correct. So that must mean that you have lost touch with reality. Or you're starting to doubt reality itself. Ah. What layer would you be put on? The fourth? Or maybe it was the fifth? Okay, silence. Enough with your questioning. This isn't going anywhere, they are just too deep into denial. Oh. Okay, silence then. Okay, you will hear no more of my nonsense. Oh, that's nice. If you are going to have an ideology, it needs to be consistent. Yes. Stop. Look at me. You should have disappeared by now. Fernway. Fernway, look at me. Oh. Why? Oh, on Elise. Plain, why aren't you going away? Fernway, please, you are being hysterical. No, poor Fernway. What little blood they have in them must have been evaporated because it is boiling. It raised one of its sharp spider-like legs around my neck. Hysterical? Hysterical? You shouldn't have said that. Well, this hysterical can snap your neck off. No use in killing me if I don't exist. No use in keeping you alive either. Oh. As long as I'm in your mind, I'll always be born again. Yes. Of course, I certainly won't. I'm just going on the assumption that Arnwen will believe this. Frankly speaking, I'm shivering and almost terrified for my life. Burnway isn't a fighting terror per se. Yeah, they doesn't specialize in fighting, but they can still snap your neck. But with my fragile malformed body, they could easily break me. Don't insult me again. Please. Burnway, I'm not here to insult you. I'm here to talk with you. To deliver the honest truth, and it's this. Which is... think. What is it? Okay. We are going to have to take a look inside their mind to see what's going on. I better save here, you know. Okay, then let's dive in. Oh, nice. Oh, the timer is moving. Let's go. What? RX, what? This is not helpful. When my errors are, it brings bad luck. When love is, can it ever heal broken? Then, is it about love or something? Let's see. Oh, wait, there's a wall to block us. Okay, then that is interesting. Let's go. Oh, can we? Oh yeah, we can. Can we even dash? No, we cannot dash, of course. This is interesting indeed. I never see a visual novel like this. Okay. Oh, the timer is still going. Start typing text below. Broken. Are you okay? Is that the right answer? I'm fine. You're breaking at the seams. You're tearing yourself apart. I know what the chasm does, and so do you. This place holds no double standards for you. It will treat you just like it does with anyone else. But I'm not in danger. This is only the first floor of the chasm. But the fact that you're suffering this much on a safe floor can only be a bad sign. There's no need to deny it anymore. It's fine to say that things are not okay. That you need help. And that things don't have to be this way. What doesn't have to be this way? Life. Ah. Let's face it, you don't really think much of anything, do you? Yeah. Everything's an illusion. Yep, that's why. I'm a simulation, the outside world doesn't exist. People outside are created by an evil demon of sorts. Nothing is to be trusted. You have become so disillusioned with life that you are practically not living one at all. Is that a problem? The only thing I need to do is govern the chasm, that's all. You are lying to yourself. What? You and I know perfectly well that the chasm would work just the same without you. Oh. And do you know why? Because even in the chasm, you're just another lost soul. Meaningless. Why? because it doesn't exist. Ah. What you're saying is ludicrous. Okay. What I have devoted myself to this entire time doesn't exist. The chasm makes anything that goes inside disappear. Yes. How do you know that it hasn't consumed itself? No. Such a thing would be impossible. Unthinkable. Maybe not the right angle to go for. The chasm takes other beings that are here and makes them disappear. It's how the cycle works, how it maintains itself. So if the chasm makes everything inside disappear, then that must mean you yourself. Remember when you said how it is impossible that what you have devoted yourself to doesn't exist? That was only a few seconds ago. Do you know what would make this visible? Oh. There's no point in debating that. No. Is if you don't exist. What? Fernway said earlier about how the chasm is divided into floors. The deeper you go, the stronger the force of the chasm. So there's one thing I need to do, which is bring Fernway down. Or in other words, I need to make Fernway descend the chasm. Now it is I who has to call them under. Isn't everything so obvious now? I don't exist. The chasm doesn't exist. And neither do you. What? But there's a contradiction. It's precisely because I'm able to conjure you means I must think. Cogito ergo sum. I cannot exist if I cannot think. Oh, Descartes. Interesting. Therefore, I must exist. Fair point. But I think I can do better. Ooh, let's see. How do you know this isn't an illusion of thought? You creating me and thinking is based on preconceived notion that you were created. Oh, really? But what if this is just nothing? You're nothing. All of this is the last day of your soul trying to reconcile your non-existence. The empty space of objects do exist. The hole in the cup, the space between words, the silence. They in theory are there and do interact with the world. But in isolation, what are they but nothing? They are the presence of non-existence. Just like you, Fernway. They seem genuinely stunned. Unable to say anything, take a walk with me down. I simulate walking down the chasm floor so that they'll go deeper. Soon I notice I'm only talking to their head. As I was walking, I noticed that Fernway is slowly beginning to collapse. Oh, wait. Oh, are they starting to genuinely believe that they don't exist? And because of that, they are actually ceasing to exist. To be true, the chasm has consumed you long time ago. You are nothing but the debris that left, you see. You are... Oh. Their voice is completely gone. I can barely see their form now. I saw in real time how the chasm consumes someone. In the midst of the fall, I catch a glimpse of a lavender light. That must be their mind. Even if they are gone, I can still feed off their energy. All I need to do is sign their leftover spirit. Using your power of insight, enter whatever remains of Fernway's mind. You will leave your mark on their mind, which can say anything you want. Okay, save again. A signature? A keyword? Or perhaps it's a word that is meaningful to you. Oh. Okay, put a signature. Interesting. So we can put anything. Okay then. Yeah, crisis. There we go. With my mark imprinted in front of my mind, it acts like a signature of some sorts, meaning that I can siphon their mental energy at any time as long as the connection is maintained. Congratulations! You've successfully won Fernway Waiver. Whether or not you won though, life will still go on just the same, but it could determine future outcomes and scenarios. Now that the conversations, all your starts earned during the conversations will be reset to normal, which I cannot see at all because I choose the challenging difficulty. After all, present indicates how your interlocutor perceives you. Once you're dancing them, these stats play no role. All stats gained during the conversation will be reset. Don't worry, all points you assigned beforehand will stay. Yep. Here, we can save your progress by overriding the save in the first file slot. Okay. Would you like to save? Sure. Your game has been saved. Chapter 2. There's a heart that beats as one. Oh, interesting. Okay, that is really interesting. Finally, we have completed chapter 1. So I guess I have to end the video right there because it's a really long game, isn't it? And interesting to read, like it's it's like a dialogue really. So I guess that's all for Monster Inside episode 2. See you later then in like the next part of this game. Bye bye.